Is it $7 good? Welcome to Pedernales, Manabí. That's right, we've left the Esmeraldas province and we are back in Manabí. We're here in Pedernales because it's known to have the best shrimp in all of Ecuador. It's also the heart of the 2016 earthquake, which was the greatest natural disaster in Ecuador's history, and it decimated 80% of the buildings here. But Pedernales is rebuilding. They have this fantastic shrimp. They have this beach. And so we're going to spend the day here because the best way you can help people is to support the local economy. We chose this spot purely for the name, so it's Parales Bar 7.8. This whole area needed to rebuild. Everything was destroyed, so this really pays homage to that. Lots of different things on the menu. What's interesting actually is camotillo is a pretty good price. Normally it's $20. They've got it here for $14, so really a good place to try it. We are actually gonna get the shrimp ceviche. They do also have bologna verde for breakfast, but it's with pork and cheese or one or the other. And we just decided that we're on the coast, let's have this famous shrimp. All right, our ceviche is here. Now, I'm gonna be honest. This size for $7, we were expecting more. So in Esmeraldas, you can get a big plate of ceviche for $6. Andreas was saying in 2019 is the last time he had ceviche on the beach in Montanita. He paid $5 for a big plate. So not sure if it's this spot because we're overlooking the beach, or maybe this is the price of ceviche here. We're gonna check it out throughout the day. But we do have this famous shrimp. So Pedernales is an area that is surrounded by mangroves and also shrimp farms. When you drive through, that's all you see is just this vast land of mangroves dotted by these pools of shrimp farms. And so it's known as one of the best places to have shrimp. We'll see. Also, the ají here comes from a bottle. So I'm not sure if this is gonna be great. I will say this. I got this juice, this piña juice for $1.50, and it does look good. So starting off the day with a good juice, but let's get to the ceviche. Real good. It's a pretty standard ceviche. It is quite bright. It'll be interesting to see if you want to add more lime to it. Is it $7 good? I don't know. Maybe? Maybe not. All right, so when you have ceviche on the coast, you have it with chifle. Now, what was interesting was when we sat down, I mean, Andreas has the hat and looks very much like he is not from the coast, but instead from the Andes. The server actually warned us. She said, just to let you know, it comes with chifle. And that's because in Cuenca or in the Andes, you will find ceviche with canguil, which is popcorn, or tostado, which is toasted corn. So very different ways of eating it. I actually prefer it with chifle. And what you do is you crumble just a bit of it on top so you get that textural difference, but not too much, because then you're just gonna have soggy plantain chips in your ceviche. Okay, so they also serve it with tomato, mayo, mustard, ají, and that's because a lot of people put these things into their ceviche to season it, which is very controversial. We just had a conversation about whether we should do it or not and decided this is good as it is, although we did add just a touch of ají. I will say this service here, they are so nice. They came by, they saw that we had eaten almost all of the shrimp and asked if we wanted more chifles because we had run out. Andreas was just saying if he was gonna eat something like this for lunch, he would have also ordered a bowl of rice. But here's what you do. You take the chifles, you put them in that leftover ceviche liquid, and then basically you kind of have like a cereal. You have like a ceviche cereal. It's good because you have all that flavor of the ceviche, the shrimp, and then you just have this crunchiness. It's kind of like cornflakes, but from the coast. Although I'm here to try all of the shrimp, I could not pass up fresh mango. So what's interesting here is they sell mango in this cup. It's $1. They put salt on it. They asked if we wanted pepper on it. I actually thought maybe it was going to be like chile like you get in Mexico, but no, it was actually black pepper. And then they also put this limon mandarino on it, which is like a criollo lime. And so it kind of tastes like lime and orange mixed together. It's so good. This was $1. It's really good. It's not super ripe, and so it has this crunchiness to it. Salt, pepper, orange, lime. It's a really refreshing snack on the beach. I'm a fan. If you've never tried pepper on a mango, this might just be the time to try it. Walking down the street, we were stopped by Coco. He has a mobile ceviche cart. So he makes conch ceviche, shrimp ceviche. He also makes a ceviche out of sardines, which he brines. And so he's known for this specialty. You can only get it from him. And it has a more firm texture. It's quite interesting. He also said it was a baby maker, which is a blessing from God, even though I don't want that. And he said it's, what's the term? So it means... Dos garrotazos, which means 2x. Just 2x and you got a baby in you. So anyway, I didn't get that ceviche because no children happening here. But lovely, lovely man. If we hadn't just eaten ceviche, definitely would have got it from him. Also, it's $5. And he has refrigeration. He actually showed us, and it smelled amazing. Amazing. Next up, we're at Fusion Costeña. This is a very small spot, only 3 tables inside, 1 table outside, and it's not on the beach, but it's across the street. But it also has a fantastic view of the beach. And the reason we came here is we were just looking around at prices and what people are offering, and we asked them about the arroz marinera, and that's the seafood rice. And she said, oh, just hold on a second. We'll actually come and show you what it is because someone just ordered it. It was a gigantic platter of seafood and rice for $15. And so we walked around a little bit more and we thought, maybe it's time to come back for some rice. And so here, we decided to get the shrimp apanado. So that's breaded shrimp. I don't normally get breaded shrimp. However, we had some really great breaded shrimp in Esmeraldas. And so that kind of changed my mind that it's not going to be like what it's typically like in Canada. So it's a big plate we're sharing. It's got shrimp, rice. It looks like it has a little bit of salad. Might even have a little bit of minestra on it. We'll see. Prices here are very reasonable. They've got a lot of dishes for $6. This is what we're getting. You can get some breakfast from $3.50. Overall, though, good deals. All right, this plate is $6. We've got patacones, minestra, which are lentils, rice, cucumber, tomato, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 shrimp. This was $6 and made to order. All right, it has come out. It's a gigantic plate. I'm so glad we're sharing it. I'm so thrilled to see both tomato, cucumber. We've got some minestra. This is so much food for 2 people. But these shrimp are warm and they don't feel like they've been deep fried too much. Okay. Sometimes you can have these breaded shrimp and they're not very good at all. And then other times you get them and they're fantastic. This is one of those times. So good. This is such a nice little spot. Not a lot of people here, music playing. It's just really great. It seems like everyone here uses bottled ají. It must just be the thing here. Good, isn't it? So although I have seen garbage on the beach, you can see outside of some of the businesses, they actually put these garbage cans right here, which I think is really great. Another one down there, just to remind people, hold on to it until you've got somewhere to throw it. All right, so you can't really walk 10 feet without somebody trying to sell you a tour, and you can't blame them. Tourism is slowly coming back here. You can see a lot of local tourists here. And so Isla del Amor, to get a boat out there is $20. So it doesn't matter if you're one person or 8 people. The boat is 20. And then once you get out there, it's kind of similar to here. They've got like some cabañas, they've got some food stalls. The only thing that they do have out there that you don't get here is there are some hiking trails if you want to do it, but it's 30 degrees Celsius right now. So I don't know if anyone is hiking. But yeah, same kind of thing. If this beach is too crowded for you, that one is even smaller, fewer people. This is actually quite a nice beach. I have to say, it looks cleaner than Pedernales. Pedernales had quite a bit of garbage, but I haven't really seen any garbage here, which is quite nice. And then, yeah, if you want to go out and see the mangroves, when you spend time in northern Manabí or in Esmeraldas, it's all about the mangroves. So once you see the mangroves once, I don't know if you need to see them any more than that. It's pretty cool, but you can only see so many mangroves. Oh, it's hot. This water is almost hot. Yeah, because it's shallow, it's not as cold. But this is really warm. This actually reminds me of Cuba in July. This water, well, it's 30 degrees out today, and this water is hot. So it's low tide right now. There's the water. And then if you look there, those where all the umbrellas are. So when you come off the beach, you'll first reach the comedores. So those are the more rustic, kind of home cooking kind of places. Then you'll get to slightly more formal restaurants. And then the next row is actually like brick and mortar formal restaurants. These are more like cabañas here for the comedores. And what's interesting about northern Ecuador is that the coast, you don't see as many people selling food directly on the beach like you do in the south, like say in Playas. Here, maybe you'll see someone selling drinks, but all of the food is right here. And that's perfect for 2 reasons. One, there are garbage cans here, so it keeps garbage off the beach, but also you have people who have access to refrigeration like coolers, and then you can have your food made to order. So if you're worried about food safety, it's better, and if you're worried about garbage on the beach, it's much, much better. So we are here at a spot, I don't even know if it has a name, it just says Se Vende Corviche, Empanada, and Jugo de Coco. And those are all the things that we love. So, and because we're in this area, this is a shrimp corviche. We also got what in the south we would see being called Maduro Lampreyado, but here in the north it's called Emborrajado. So basically what it is, it's sweet plantain that is battered and fried, and this one has a bunch of cheese on it. And then something familiar from the Andes, we've got empanada de viento. So this is an empanada. Viento means air, so it's like a very airy, kind of almost empty pocket of empanada with some salty cheese in it. It's good. It's a little bit sweet, a little bit salty from the cheese. It's a really nice snack. Now, the first time I had Maduro Lampreyado or Emborrajado was actually in Progreso, just outside of Guayaquil. There's a video on it, and it was my favorite thing there. Oh, I don't know if you can hear that crunch, but it's like crunchy batter. On the inside, it's sweet from that banana plantain. Some salted cheese. This is really good. Is this ceviche? So ceviche is both cooked and raw shredded plantain that's made into a dough, and then on the inside you have a number of fillings. Normally it is fish, but because we're in the Pedernales region, we are in the region of shrimp. This is a shrimp ceviche. And one of the reasons I love eating at comedores instead of like more formal restaurants is just little added touches of things that you would expect from home cooks. And one of those things here is they make their own ají. So big jar of carrot and onion ají. So I'm gonna put a little bit of mayo on here, a little bit of this cabbage and carrots. Gonna get some ají in here. And does this have mani? This would have mani in it too.
Yeah.
So ceviche has mani in it, which is a peanut sauce. We had it in Ayampe at a place where they specialize in ceviche. It was fantastic. It was like this gooey peanut-y, but not too peanut. It doesn't taste like you're eating peanut butter. This reminds me of Ayampe. The peanut is like just a warm, homey kind of flavor. It's so good. Some people say this is a snack. I actually think this is closer to a meal, certainly with all of this food. And to wash it down because we're on the coast, coconut, so good. The coconut with the ceviche, the peanutty flavor, everything here is so good. Although the coast is known for seafood, actually one of the most popular things to eat at night are chuzos. So chuzos are grilled meat on a stick. You can get them in the street, or you can go to an asado restaurant. So you'll get the meat on the stick, you'll also get the sides. Common sides on the coast are yuca, potatoes, and moro. Moro is a dish which is lentils and rice. I've only ever seen it on the coast. It's a coastal dish. Now here at Mr. Chuzo, we are getting grilled chicken, chancho, which is pork, and then mollejas, which are gizzards. And the sides are yuca, because you know I love yuca, and then also some potato. Now, while we're waiting for our food, fun fact, did you know that 78% of people who watched my last video are not subscribed? If you're one of those people, I would love for you to subscribe. And if you are a subscriber, let me know. What's your favorite meat on a stick? If you eat meat, of course. So this is the chancho chorizo. So it's pork, loin, potatoes. This is actually a cheese dip. We've got some parsley mayo, and then I don't know what it is about Pedernales, but this bottled ají is basically the standard. Gracias. And along with it, I am having a watermelon granizado, which is basically like a fruit slushy. Very common to have throughout Ecuador. Pork with chorizo. Oh, the pork is good. The pork is really good. Yeah. Very thin, but just cooked. It's not overcooked. It's actually just marinated meat, just cooked to perfection. Super thin, easy to eat. This place is so good. Do not miss out on meat on a stick in Ecuador. And then how could I forget the side? So I've had the potato, but really I'm here for the yuca. So when you go to Ecuador, it's a small country, but it's very regional. And yuca is definitely a coastal side. I love it. It's so good here. I eat it so many different ways. In Ecuador, potatoes are so good, but yuca is special. Now, asado restaurants are also a very economical place to go. So at Mr. Chuzo, basically, it doesn't matter what chuzo you get, it's $1.50. It comes with a side of either potato or yuca, all of that for $1.50. If you choose to have the rice, which is the moro, the lentils and rice, that is $1.75. And then if you'd like a little bit of everything, you want some rice, you want some potatoes, you want some yuca, because you need to have all the starches, that is $3. And with that, this is the end of our trip to Pedernales. But it's not the end of the coast. We're going to continue traveling south, down through to Guayaquil. So stick around for the next video. Join my Patreon community for more behind the scenes and exclusive content you won't find elsewhere. You can also find me on Instagram, and be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. All of these things make my day. Thank you so much for your support.